The war in Ukraine. Resistance to Putin's war is growing across Russia. Hundreds of people arrested in protests against the new military draft. Tom Sufi-Bird is on the scene in Ukraine. Good morning, Tom.
Yeah, good morning, George. Dramatic scenes of protest emerging out of Russia this morning, with tension over Putin's new military draft boiling over. A man opening fire inside a recruitment office in Siberia, according to a local governor. There is a growing sense of rebellion in many Russian regions, and it's a problem for the Kremlin.
This morning, a sense of crisis brewing for the Kremlin. Anger spilling over towards Russia's new military draft, with Putin's war in Ukraine failing. Protesters facing down the police in the Russian Republic of Dagestan. Police officers firing warning shots in the air, attempting to disperse an angry crowd. Women outraged their men are being drafted, questioning the police what the war is for. The chaos in Dagestan clear in these videos circulating online. And in St. Petersburg, officers seen kicking a protester in the head. Human rights activists saying more than 2,300 people have been arrested in 35 cities across Russia in recent days. Long lines at Russia's border with Georgia as huge numbers of Russian men flee the country to avoid the draft. And with Putin increasingly in a corner, the US vowing to respond if Russia uses nuclear weapons in Ukraine.
We have communicated directly, privately, to the Russians at very high levels that there will be catastrophic consequences for Russia if they use nuclear weapons in Ukraine.
Meanwhile, Russia preparing to annex parts of Ukraine which are occupied by its troops, staging referendum votes there. But Ukrainians who fled those regions protesting in Kiev, calling the referendums a sham. Yana Kushova from Mariupol, a city destroyed and occupied by the Russians. We are Ukrainians, she says, and we want to live on our Ukrainian land in our hometown.
We have reports of multiple arson attacks against recruitment offices in Russia in recent days. An independent Russian media outlet also quoting a Kremlin source saying more than 250,000 men have left the country in recent days to avoid the draft. We can't confirm that figure, but given all the evidence, we can say that the exodus from Russia right now is huge. George?
So much unrest. Okay, Tom, thanks very much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.